last night.
Yeah, I missed you more.
How'd it go with Kristina?
Good. It went really good. We gave each other manicures. Yeah, it's glitter. I haven't had glitter since I was a teenager, and we did fun stuff. We watched movies and made popcorn, and it was nice.
Well, it sounded like it did some good for Kristina.
I think it did. I mean, it was nice to actually see her giggle and be silly and laugh.
But?
Okay, but I think the only reason why Kristina was being silly and laughing and stuff is because she thinks I'm going to talk to Alexis about dropping the charges against Ethan. So I took Lucky's advice, and I actually listened to Kristina about how she wants to handle the assault, and I finally heard her. I mean, the last thing Kristina wants is to press charges against Ethan and get swept up in a whole legal process, to have to relive the horror of that night over and over again. And let's be honest, a trial would be a really devastating experience for her, because the defense, they're going to make that poor, innocent little girl look like a precocious little slut who was stalking Ethan. They're going to make fun of what she was wearing. And I'm sure they're going to get a lot of people to say that she was obsessed with him. And then I'm sure his lawyers will say that he never put a hand on her, and even if he did, she brought it on herself. The whole thing just makes me sick to my stomach.
I understand.
No, I swear, Jason, I mean, it really makes me sick to my stomach to think that my little sister is at the mercy of some pig with a law degree, knowing nothing about you, making you out to be the biggest tramp that ever lived.
You?
What?
Is that how they made you feel?
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess I'm talking from experience. What are you saying, though? Do you think I'm making Kristina's assault about me? I have every right to be pissed as hell. Ethan Lovett beat my sister to a bloody pulp. Jason, I know what that's like. I know how it makes you feel, how you lose your sense of pride and your sense of self, especially when you're not even old enough to realize who you are. You're right. I am totally projecting my own experience and how I felt. What I would want to do different, how I would want Ethan tried and convicted, but that's not what Kristina wants. Oh, Kristina just wants this whole thing to go away. She doesn't want to have the pain of going up and announcing her humiliation to the world. She just wants this whole thing behind her.
Do you think she has the right to make that choice?
Yeah, absolutely. And here I am pushing her in the other direction, and it is disrespectful and unfair. Nice big sister I am.
No, come on, you went through the same thing as Kristina. Really, how can you not identify?
Yeah, but the difference is I identified her right out of her own experience.
No, you wanted to do for her what no one did for you. Make you believe that you didn't deserve to be beaten no matter what the circumstances. That no man has the right to touch you. And she couldn't have heard it from anybody better. But I agree. Kristina has to figure out how to handle this for herself and decide what she wants to do.
I know, which means I'm going to have to go to Alexis and try to convince her to drop the charges against Ethan.
Alexis seems pretty determined to move forward.
Yes, I know she does. And she might even pressure Kristina into going forward with this. But if she doesn't, and she agrees, 'There's still Sonny.
I need you on Sonny containment.
Why? What's going on?
Well, I am deeply, genuinely sympathetic to Kristina. Sonny's focus has got to be in the courtroom. That is the way he is going to help his daughter, by not going to prison. Jason, is there something going on that I should know about?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure if I should know about it, or you're not sure if there's something going on? Because I'll tell you something, if there is something going on that's going to distract Sonny even further, I need to know.
Okay, there's a discrepancy in Kristina's story. She says that after Sam dropped her off at the lake house, Ethan showed up, but that's impossible because Sam actually drove to the Haunted Star and Ethan was there.
Ethan was there.
Yes, he was. And I told Carly, and she went to speak to Kristina.
And
Carly thinks that Kristina is not telling the truth.
Okay, hear me, Jason. Under no circumstances are you to tell this to Sonny. You don't even hint that Kristina might be lying. Because if you do, the man's going to spiral out of control, and I can't have the man fighting me while I'm trying to save his life.
Hey. So, Diane says that you're too distracted, that you're not focusing on the trial.
I pay Diane a lot of money to worry. I'm fine.
I'm not so sure, Sonny.
You know what? Look, I'm the defendant. All I gotta do is show up on time, not dress too flashy, and act misunderstood.
Yeah, but see, you don't see how you're wearing your hatred for Ethan on your face.
Well,
you know that the jury's gonna watch you like a hawk. They're gonna watch every move you make, every expression, and you're gonna interpret it to mean something despite what the judge says. You get on the stand in this state of mind, you might as well hold your hands out for the cuffs.
Like I said, Diane,
Right? You're not just fighting for your freedom, you're fighting for Michael's. Please don't lose sight of that, because everything we've done will go out the window.
As long as I know somewhere down the line I'll get justice for my daughter, I'll get through the trial.
Okay.
Lou came by. He's making a case for his pathetic excuse for his son. He accused Kristina of lying.
This whole situation is
This whole situation, I thought, look, hey, you know what? I thought it would be easier just to make Ethan disappear, but I don't want that animal to haunt my daughter for the rest of her life, so I'm going to do something I'm not comfortable with. I'm going to let the justice system do its job, right? Ethan will be tried and convicted. He'll pay his debt. But I tell you right now, if he walks, all bets are off.